Hey, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Barista Fen, here with another episode of the Geeky Grind, a show where I talk about what I've been doing in nerd hobby-wise for the past week. And it's been 1 week of painting Necrons. Almost like Scorpic Destroyers, Scorpic Lord, Locust Heavy Destroyer, the Flayed ones are all to a point where they're almost done, except for some basing and a few bits of detail painting on the Necrons, as well as what's his name? Luminar Zaris? Yeah. I think, is that Luminar Zaris, or is that what's his name? Anyways, the dude who's like sucking the blood out of the other dude with his staff. That dude. And you do all the blood and his victim painting on there, but yeah, that stuff is. I just gotta do all the fleshy bits, the flesh and gore on some minis, and finish up everybody's bases. But I wanted to show off a little hobby project I've been working on. See, I don't have the like $180 in order to buy a GW Army case for the Necrons, so I have been working with these document bins that have these nice little snap closed covers, clear so you can see what's inside of them. Basically just magnetizing all of my Necron army and putting these magnetic strips in, and it's actually pretty decent for a price point for building these. I just want to, so these document boxes, they are about 14 1/3 inches by 10 1/4, and they are 3 1/8 inches tall, so they've easily to fit in a lot of your troops and standard size minis inside of one of these. But anything that you got that's gonna have some tall boys, I would definitely recommend grabbing. Let me put this lid on here real quick. Slide this one down into the bottom. I would definitely recommend grabbing one of these bigger totes, like small tote areas for any of your tall boys. And I thought originally I was just going to put like this single strip of magnetic tape down in here, and then it would be good enough to get the models, but it causes the bases to be a little wobbly because, let me show you on Zarak. I've got magnets glued to the underside of the base, and if there's only a strip over on one side, it's kind of wobbly, so you definitely want to run your magnetic strips, which is just some magnetic tape. You can get this in the crafting section of Walmart or any of your other crafting stores. You're just going to lay down strips. You can have a little bit of space in between them, but you want to have a good covering of the bottom of the inside here. These document boxes from Walmart, they got some good little guidelines I was using just to lay out my magnet strips. I just followed this line that goes, these 3 lines that go the whole length of the box inside. Putting down my first layer of strips. Yeah, let me show you how. Got this one to put together, so just using the inside of the box to measure out how long I want to make my strip, bending it over one way, bend it over the other way, making sure measurement's still good. Then I can just down here like this, peel the back off, rip it off. I don't need to use any scissors or any tools. After I do that, just kind of flatten it down in, and I'll just put one down like that, each of these lines, and then go in between, put a few more strips down. And once I got all my strips in, show you what that looks like. So I got all my strips of magnet stuck down in here. There's a few spots where there wasn't really enough glue on it. This is the very end of the piece, so I'm going to put a little super glue in there and just weight this down with a book to get that lay flat. Yeah, once you got this in and you got magnets on the bottom of all your minis, you can just set your mini in there. Now, with a larger mini like this, it's not going to have as good of a magnet sticking power. Like, these aren't going to be like your the Warhammer cases I still love because I can put my minis in those. I can put those in my suitcase, pad around it with some t-shirts, jeans, and clothes, and be able to safely ship my army when I'm flying. But this, to go across town to the gaming store to have some cases that are just going to store the armies so I can just pull them down off the shelf and have them ready to go. This is not too shabby of a system to have. So I'm going to take these, I got some 1/4-inch washers, and I'm going to just super glue these all to the bottom of my D&D minis, and I'm going to start putting some D&D minis in this one. This one's my extra one I've got out of the cases because I bought it because I got a bunch of D&D minis just scattered around the place. Want to get them organized. So now I got this and got a bit more work to do on the Necrons. Did not sadly get to play any Sisters of Battle this week. I went into the local gaming store to be able to get some time in, but I didn't prepare and reach out to anybody ahead of time. I was hoping to find a pickup game. I guess that day everybody wanted to play. All the tables were full, and there was not really any game slots open and before the shop was going to close, so I just headed home. Hopefully I'll get some games in this week, but that's all, man. Just painting Necrons and making a case for them, and hopefully next week I will have all the painting done and we'll have a very cool little like army showcase to show off, and Necrons will be completed and all set and ready to actually take to the gaming store. So peace. I'm gonna get to work on this. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.